Okay, here we are in the computer lab of the First United Methodist Church in Williamsport, and we have a lab with 10 computers, but if you look closer, they're not the usual 10 Windows machines like you're used to seeing in a classroom here, but we actually have 10 iMac Macintosh computers, and we're going to have an interview with one of the church personnel to get the story on this situation. Okay, we've got in the camera now the First United Methodist Church's Director of Community Outreach, Amy Ogden, and she's going to give us a brief overview of this computer lab.
We have about 10 Macs here. They were newly installed, came in the just the beginning of 2007 at First Church in Williamsport.
Okay, we're going to ask Amy why the church picked Macintosh computers when it seems 99% of the people in Williamsport area are using Windows. This lab full of nice new Macintoshes is of course exciting to us Mac users, but it seems almost suicidal from a business point of view. I'm going to let Amy explain.
When we decided to put in the Macs, it really came down to a couple of different things. First being that our in-house tech guy, our director of technology ministries, is a big Mac believer. He really does all of his work on Macs and trains people on Macs. So we're fairly familiar with it. He's very familiar with them. They're really all he works with. So when we put these in, we went off of that. Also, the school district, Williamsport High School, is using Macs at this point, and a lot of the people who use our Macs are students from the high school. So these translate very well into what they're doing at school. They know how to use them very well, and their projects can transfer back and forth easily. Also, a lot of things that we offer, we're training people to do things through the church, and also a lot of the programs on these are just very great, a lot of fun to use. People want to come in and look through them. The iMovie, iDVT, iPhoto, all those kinds of things are just very exciting. We've had a lot of people come in and get familiar with the Mac because they wanted to use those great programs.
Okay, I'm going to have Amy talk about what their schedule is, whether they have day classes, evening classes, the number of hours of each session, what courses are taught, and how many instructors.
We have offered so far several different classes, one on PowerPoint, one on iMovie. There'll be one coming up on iDVD. We've also offered some basic computer classes, that teach people basically how to use the internet and how to navigate Windows and your basic operating system. We've had 3 instructors. One is Eric Haynes, who's our director of technology, and the other 2 are girls who attend this church who have done business classes in the past. Robin and Heather Ireland have come in to teach some classes for us. The classes have ranged. Primarily we charge $5 for the class, and that's for all the sessions. They range in the amount of time. Our PowerPoint class was just one evening, but we've held, the other classes have been 3 or 4 sessions apiece, between an hour and 2 hours long, depending on the night and what the instructor needs to cover. You can sign up through the church office by emailing or calling us, just so that we can have, we don't overbook the room. We can make sure we have the appropriate number of people in here. The classes are definitely open to the public. We're very excited when people come in. We like to use the lab for the courses. The church website will soon be having all of the schedules of the classes listed, and places where you can contact people to register for the courses.
Here we are zoomed in on the Macintosh lab, a lot of sunlight, probably not getting a very clear shot. This is the building where the computer lab is. The lab is in the upper left corner there as we're looking at the building. I'm standing on Market Street north of 4th Street just to get a location. This is Market Street now looking south toward the bridge. This is actually the main church building. Hold on to your chairs. I'm going to swing all the way around here. That's Ross Street there coming into Market Street. Now we're looking at north on Market Street up toward Confusion Corner. Here we are back to the center where the classes are. This is also where the ballroom dance classes are taught on, I believe it's Thursday evening.